Hello. Welcome to this very special event where we play a dead video game that's been brought back to life just this once. Just this fucking once. And as I've mentioned in my community post, if you ever wanted to experience this game, at least for once in your life, this might be your opportunity. Now let's see if it's gonna load. I am a little bit late, but I was setting up a bunch of stuff. Yeah. If you want to know how you can join, it's very simple, but I'm not gonna tell you directly because last time I told people how to install software, YouTube punished me for piracy, so I don't want to suffer the consequences of this platform again, so to be safe, I'm just going to tell you to look at my community post, and you will find your answers. Also, another thing is that I've pinned the IP to the server just in case, but you should be able to automatically see it in your favorites when you launch the game. But yeah, let's see this video game in a multiplayer setting. Oh, we got AdStick, which was reworked a little bit for CS Pro Mod. But yeah, let's not forget that this game is in a beta state. Still, this is just the beta 1.10. And if you don't know what CS Pro Mod is, well, it was supposed to be a community-made remake of CS 1.6 in CS Source, because Source wasn't Esports enough, but 1.6 was, so they thought they can just sort of remake the games in a better state. They thought they could do a better job. Now this is gonna be a little bit. Now this is gonna be a little bit jank because, like I said, beta. So it's not that finished, and the gameplay might be a little bit janky. But let's not forget, this is still the source engine, and the modifications to the engine and how it functions. Okay. Might take some getting used to. Also, the visuals too, because, yeah, I don't know. These models, these are supposed to be T models, but from afar they look like CTs because they have, blue and a lot of armor and stuff, so it's not 100% accurate. Hello, Chow. How do you play it? Follow the link Chow sent. Actually, I have a better idea. I'll just pin Chow's yeah. I think that this is gonna be better to pin Chow's Patreon link or his post, so people have a better idea. IP is automatically added anyway, so doesn't matter anyway. All right. Well, as far as I remember, this gunplay is very similar to Source. It's not that different. But hit ridge. Now, hit ridge is a little bit better. They were on the right track with that. Is this CSS? No, it's CSS. 1.6 can't look as good as this. Come on. Now, we've seen some crazy stuff in Gold Source, but it can't be this crazy. I mean, look, you still got physics, which aren't exactly possible to such a degree in Gold Source. So yeah, this is to put it in the simplest terms possible. I guess we can kind of say that CS Pro Mod is a mod of CS Source. I think that is the best way to describe it. Where's the bomb? Oh, there we go. Wait, can I get up there? Ooh, imagine if you could. Bravissimo. Yeah, but engine is source. Source engine with 1.6 gameplay. Let's play with the M4 a little bit, see how this is. But the ragdoll still shit. Well, the idea here was to kind of remove the ragdolls because they aren't very necessary to the gameplay. So the bodies and the bodies have kind of been replaced with rather with ragdolls, more so with death animations, kind of like in 1.6. God damn it! So if I go up to a dead body, I don't think I can. I don't think it moves a whole lot. It does. They retain physics, but don't have ragdolls the same way. Like, see, it's kind of it kind of reminds me of how it's done in Call of Duty, where there's an animation, there's a death animation instead of just instantly ragdolling. Which honestly, that makes Call of Duty way more realistic than CS. Do you know CSS client mod? What is that for? Can you join mid-game? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not playing strictly competitive or anything, so you can join at any point. Just keep in mind, this game's unfinished. There's only main weapons here. You're not gonna find SMGs and shotguns, so fun is not really allowed to that degree. There's the typical weapons you could find in CS, but most don't exist. Oh, there's op, yeah. My God, you move so slow while crouching and scoping. Crazy. Oh, I missed him. I was the only one alive? Bruh. Wait, can we? Can we play more than 5v5, or is it locked to 5v5? Chow? Tell me. This can't be locked to 5v5, right? Hello, good evening, good evening. Secret, what does CS client mod do? It's not locked. Okay, I was just wondering because now we are 5v5 and there's one guy sitting in spec. Ah! Forgive me. I finna just plant. There we go. Nah, gunplay is still very, very similar to CS Source. Oh, that scared me. Why is my name Cop? I just realized. Why didn't it get released? Because, mister, making a video game is hard, especially if you're doing it for free. If there's no money, and you having to put in hundreds and hundreds of hours into game development, it takes a toll. And making this game right, it's not easy. It's really not that easy. But yeah, since the people making it had... Ah! Oh, it's just a smoke. You idiot. You idiot, Chow. Get exploded, bozo! Bam! Aw, he didn't get exploded. Oh, he's trying to explode me. I'm sneaky, though. Uh-oh. Headshot. I have bomb, though. Ah! I dropped it. I'm bad. But yeah, remaking an entire game like this, it takes a lot, and there weren't a whole lot of developers, and life gets in the way. There's a lot of things, but It resulted in very slow development time, and then eventually they had to make a choice and quit. And that's what they did. Also, CSGO came out. I mean, they started development in 2008, and by 2011 they've only released a couple of betas. And then CSGO was announced, and that was it. This game only... the reason CS Pro Mod even exists in the first place is because there was a need for a new CS that's modern and has a better competitive scene, because 1.6 was aging, and Source as it was, CS Source as it was, wasn't cutting it. So yeah, that's why this game came into existence, but then it didn't work out, and it fell apart. It's one thing to have ambition, but then translating that into so much work to make a proper game, it ain't easy. Game development takes time. Pff, I blocked my teammate. Revenge, though. Wait, I can AWP. Oh, I thought I saw somebody. Oh my god. Peek me. Oh! Oh, that's a friendly. I have bump again, why? Don't give me bumble. We good though? It seems like we Gucci. So yeah, if you want a more detailed explanation on the lore and story behind CS Pro Mod, I have an entire fucking video about it. For those of you that don't know, I've already told the full story in a separate video. HUD looks like TF2 HUD mod. They were trying to make a very simple and understandable UI in HUD. Is nobody gonna peek this, really? That was wrong. Alright. Time to clap back. Did I see something, or am I delusional? No, I'm just delusional. Delulu. I'm the only one alive. I have to 1v6 this shit. Are you serious? What a bumble clap. Bye, chow. Can I have a rifle? Another op. Is the bomb? Oh my god, the bomb is down there. Oh. Ah! Fuck. That sounded a little bit like Bart Simpson, didn't it? It's a third-party client for playing CSS v34 servers, which includes many changes, improvements, and fixes and optimizations. Oh, so it's like a... It's like a client for CS Source where the community is the one that's updating it. Basically, like, as if the community decided to take over developments for CS Source. That kind of thing, I'm gonna suppose. That sounds cool, but I don't really... I don't really play CS Source, so... Sounds cool, though. I guess with paywalls in it. Are there paywalls? I never heard about Pro Mod in any CS history videos. What? Bro. Just go watch my video. It's called... Counter-Strike's Forgotten Remake. I've made one. Fuck you mean there's no videos? I am the CS historian. I have everything! Was everyone wearing black? And just the color balance is off. It's a beta. Give it a rest, okay? Cut it some slack. Models are not the most distinguishable, yeah. But this shit is unfinished, so let's not give it too hard of a time, okay? Ooh. He won. Oh, he's schizo. Now, like, if you managed to install this, just open the find servers and go to favorites. The server is gonna be automatically there. Okay? So check it out. It supports Android CSS. Imagine playing CS on the phone. Oh my god, who are you? Bro came out of nowhere. Are we, yeah, Delulu. Oh, fuck. There's a guy here. Another one. Now, where did Chow go? Is he still in there? Ah, he did. Nah. Yeah, see, looking at from afar, you can't really guess if that's a CT or a T. Because usually when you see dark clothing and they're dressed so much, it's instinctively like, yes, CT. But no, this is just the Phoenix Connexion, I think, or some version of it. Salamu alaikum, Turkilega. Beta, but with a tick rate of 100. Ah, well. Ow! They did something. They had something going on. Okay, come on, let's just, Fuck. I play CSS on a phone? Is it even comfortable to play it on a phone? I mean, if you're playing on a tablet, that would be better. But on your phone? How did you download it? There's instructions in the link. I don't know. I can't tell you. Because YouTube is then gonna say, piracy detected, administering punishment. What the? Pieces of shit. Ah! Does it work on 2 GB RAM? Highly likely it does. I would say it does. I'm not exactly sure what are the system requirements, but I suppose it does. CS on a phone sounds like a nightmare. I know, but when you have people who want to play CS but don't have a computer, there's not really any other option. Because let's not forget, computers, for as common as they are, there's still going to be people who don't have them because they are not 100% necessary. If you have a phone. You have a smartphone, and if majority of your time is just spent browsing the web and watching funny videos, you can pass by with a phone. You don't need a computer, not even a laptop, not even a tablet. Just use your phone as an all-in-one device, and that's what a lot of people do. They have one smartphone they use for absolutely everything. Movies, TV shows, phone. Video games, even, well, yeah, phone. Social media, phone calls, all that stuff on the fucking phone. Alright. Let's get serious. Why are you asking when all the information is in the pin? Peek again. One time. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna peek. Oh, you were looking at the bridge, weren't you? Ah! Fuck. And you must have an ancient PC to only have 2 gigabytes of RAM. Could be a laptop. There's plenty of 10-year-old or even 5-year-old laptops running on 2 gigabytes of RAM. Even though I would consider that sacrilege, because I feel like 4 gigabytes is the minimum these days. How do you even run Chrome on 2 gigabytes of RAM? I'm saying Chrome because it's the most used browser. I use Firefox personally. But that's not a choice, that's kind of because of convenience and circumstance. I ended up using Firefox and sticking to it. I'm not the biggest fan of Chrome. Watching Master Yapper's live stream? Yappers. Yappers. Ooh! Light. This is the light, right? No, it's season! I mixed them up. Okay, so the Agle is here. And yeah, so for pistols, all you have is Usp, Glock, and the Agle. Nothing else, really.
Enemy spotted.
Where are they? I'm gonna make a wild guess and go A. Or not? Wait. They're shooting. Oh, no, they're here, actually. They are legit on this side. I made a correct decision. But... it's also empty. What? Dude. Ah! Where'd they go? Oh, but from where? I was hiding. Try hard ass. Source engine in Zash community is dying. How do you know it's dying? That's a big assumption. I mean, there's some really cool mods being made on Zash. So I don't know if it's dead. Ah! I didn't even get a single kill! Why are there so many of you here? I'm just gonna hide. Bro, don't even bother. Bro! I must have done so much damage. Netcode feels good. Is this 1.6 mod? No, just source. Look, it's very sourcey. Oh. Yeah. CS Pro Mod Beta. Emphasis on beta. So, things like this are prone to happen. I remember when I was recording footage for this game, it did this kind of stuff. Well, rarely, but it does happen. Out of nowhere? Yeah. I didn't do shit, I just was spectating, and the game died. Okay. Now I have to open my task manager, I have to find specifically Half-Life. Yep, there it is. Not responding. Close. My economical is broken now. It's gonna reset my money, bro. Okay. Did it kick everybody or only me? Yeah, I'm the only one who got kicked. Great. Great. Why does it say 5 people on auto assign? Oh no, it's just for 5. I'm stupid. Let's go back to CT. My comment jinxed it. Yeah, probably. Well, let me have a rule and a saw and a board. I'll gun and climb a ladder. Okay, it doesn't work. I thought spectating doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna have to do an economical... Well, not really. I don't like the fact that they brought back the ammo purchasing. It's kind of unnecessary, really. Yeah, fuck you, yeah, putale. Putale. Fuvtsk. Fuvtsk. Why are there so little T's? Oh, they were 5 for a moment. Miguel? Who? I hope it doesn't crash anymore. Oh, somebody timed out. He probably crashed. Curious. But yeah, I really wish the models had more distinctive colors, because this color scheme really blends in, and so do these because they're so bland and muted. Come on, it's just one guy. It's quite literally one guy. You know what they didn't make? They didn't make the nades droppable. And I mean droppable when you die, let's say. Or do they drop? Did they drop in Sea of Source? I think they did, actually. Well, anyway. This mod sure is pro. Oh, I know there's more of you right here. Oh, okay, that's not... Okay, this railing has collision, I get it. Stupid ass. Is this bomb? Oh, it's bomb. But it doesn't... it doesn't indicate in the... It doesn't indicate on the map. I never knew this, actually, that... The bomb doesn't show up on the minimap. Yeah, it doesn't. It's friggin' empty. Oh yeah, what do you think you're doing? MP5? I guess I can check out the MP5. One guy left.
Enemy spotted. Roger that. Counter-terrorists win. Enemy down.
Well, maybe we should have stayed next to the bomb, but I'm glad we found the last guy. How did Valve release a game with such high graphics? What are you talking about? You talking about Source? Because I can tell you Source wasn't the most revolutionary in terms of graphics. It was a leap forward for CS. Yeah. But it could have been better. How does the Galil work? Punchy. Yeah, he doesn't know. Are they all here? Oh! You want a headshot, bro? I go.
Cover me. Team, fall back.
I'm out of bullets! No, we have Bumbo Clap.
Reporting in.
Oh, he's here, he's here. I heard him, I heard him, I heard him. Does he know this door is openable?
Enemy spotted.
He doesn't. Wait, what? I thought I knew. Oh, he took the bomb. Now the question is he gonna run off? Is he gonna run off to the other side? For which he doesn't have time.
Bomb has been planted. Enemy spotted.
Wow. They let him plant on the same site. Amazing. I'm 9 HP though. I like how there's death animation before it ragdolls. I mean, that would have been the best if they had. Okay. Fake defuse. Am I gonna be allowed to do this? Nah. No. 95. Made it to 95. I didn't have a kit though. That's fine. Yeah, only the MP5 is here. So you have 3 pistols, 1 SMG, AK-M4 op. That's it. Yeah, I guess Kevlar, smoke, and flash, but utility is normal to have. Kinda can't believe we lost that round. No, stop it! Stop with the Arabic. It just blew my mind. Okay, now Half-Life 2 was different. Okay, sound direction isn't very clear, to be honest. But yeah, CS Source might not have been that interesting. I mean, yeah, it looked good. It looked better. It was an upgrade, but the real upgrade and the real showcase of the Source engine was in Half-Life 2. I mean, it was Valve's flagship title. Are they coming B? I can't really distinguish these sounds. They're sounds, but... Oh my god, I forgot there's a hole there. Holy shit, that's why I could hear them. Guess I don't know the map. Cringe. What the fuck is the point of you guys chatting it up between each other in a different language? What is the best SMG in your opinion? For which CS? Because in CS2, it's definitely the MP9. Oh, fuck, I bought a scout. I bought a scout. Okay, I have a plan with this thing. I guess also... Oh, that makes it 4 rifles, right? No, two snipers. If we got the scout and the op... Okay, they're not here. Are they? They're not. Okay, so interestingly... The scout is here. But I... Oh, Galil and FAMAS too. Actually, there are a lot of rifles. Why did I even buy? Aye. He's here. Why am I picking this up again? Give me the AK. Oh, behind me. Fuck. Oh, that sucks. Charmota Yari. MP9 is trash. I don't understand how it's good. Because it has a very high fire rate. And it just kills people really fast. And it has a $900 reward. It prints money on SMG rounds. But outside of CS2, I think the P90 is pretty good, but economically it's a it's a bad weapon because of how much it costs and the return on it. But it's fun to use. I've always been a fan of the P90. In CS2 though, yeah, economically and what the fuck? He couldn't even see me. There's a lot of reasons why the MP9 is so good. Damage ain't bad. It doesn't one-shot helmeted opponents. I mean, would be crazy if an SMG could. But still, it does like 80 damage to helmets. So yeah, if you properly spray down somebody, it's a quick kill. It's all because of its stupid firing speed. It's cheap and the firing speed is pretty high. So, if these two factors weren't the same, it wouldn't be as viable. It wouldn't be as good. Even if they reduced the damage, they would have to nerf the damage a lot to actually impact the weapon, because its firing rate is still pretty fast. So it compensates in a way. But yeah, pretty much in CS2, the only SMGs you'll ever need are MAC-10 and MP9. MAC-10 is super good. Okay, that hurt me through the wall. Why? Ah! Fuck. MAC-10 is really good because despite its fire rate not being the highest, and it has a very large spread, its bonus is how cheap it is. It's like $1,000 and $1,050. It's the cheapest SMG alive. So it's pretty affordable, and the killer reward is still $600. 2 kills and you're already in profit. But if it's not for these simple factors, these two SMGs wouldn't be as good. Like, they are so good, there's literally no reason to buy anything else. UMP, it's slow. I mean, it's not expensive, but it's slow. So for just $50 more, for just $50 more, grab an MP9. Or if you're a T, for $150 less, get a MAC-10. MP5 and MP7 are a waste of money. They're not good enough. Damage isn't good. Shooting is slow. And they are expensive. Fuck! Why didn't I pick up the fucking AK? Alright, the picking up of weapons is a little bit fucky-wucky, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, what did that say? I didn't crash, by the way. Time to play with 260. Yeah, Chino. Have you ever tried zombies in CSS? Yeah, but zombies in CSS are more focused on zombie escape. And I'm more of a zombie plague guy. And zombie plague is basically dead in source, so it doesn't really exist. If by that logic, the XM1040 is good, which it is, yes. Yes, even with the reduced reward, the recent nerf of the XM, it's still good. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but the way it shreds through enemies makes it worth it. But with the nerf did make it kind of a little bit more situational than it was before, because before you get 2 kills and you pretty much make your money back, almost. Okay, can I have weapon? Can I go have kills? Oh! Well, I just came back. MP3 or flak? Does it matter? I don't use MP3 converters if you're... If you think I do that, oh my god. They've discovered the wall hacks. Chow, I just remembered something. Chow, listen. Here's the good thing about CS Pro Mod. People can't hack. There's no way we're gonna get hackers here in CS Pro Mod. Because I am very much sure there are no available hacks for CS Pro Mod. There may have been in the past, but I doubt right now there's an actively developed hack and cheats for CS Pro Mod. Well, that should have been a kill. A grenade and so many bullets. Bruh. 2 pellets headshot kills someone with helmet. Yeah. The XM is crazy. And I feel like people were sleeping on the XM because it didn't have that much notoriety in CS:GO, but then suddenly in CS2 everyone just decided that this weapon is bussin', and in a lot of cases it's fucking better than an SMG. It's almost a good eco buy. A substitute for a Galil or FAMAS. But then that's why the nerf happened. Hello, Martin. Hello. Hello, Hockeyer. Zombie mode is fun in CS 1.6? Yes. The few servers that do exist that don't have pay-to-win items and bullshit plugins, yeah. Those can be still fun. $2,000 is not a good eco buy. I mean, it still works as a money farm, in a way. I guess, yeah, it's too expensive to be considered an eco weapon. I was a bit wrong on that. Wait, so... Yeah, the P228 and the dualies are not implemented. They don't exist. Okay, it's pure pandemonium. Just go ham. Just go crazy. Plant the bomb. They don't know shit, cuh. Oh, you think you can just hop around? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Piece of the shit. Alright, everybody. Here's your favorite Dust 2. That everybody just adores oh so much. Maybe I should have picked up his Dagle. You know what? I'll continue with this. People usually complain about missing shots in CS2. Maybe that's why the XM became a big thing. Could be. Oh my god, there's so many of them! Ah! Any weapons? Did anybody die? Dude, I swear there's something slightly inconsistent about picking up weapons. Die, bro. Give me bombo clap. Oh. Can I wallbang you? 8 bullets. That's all I need. Aha. Can you still plant like the good old-fashioned way? Nah. Is this LG swag dope version? Actually, yes. Yeah, there's definitely something missing with the sounds. Because they feel kind of inconsistent. Oh my god. How many people went long, bro? Shut the fuck up. I do have to say, though, hit detection feels better than source. Some of the aspects that they brought back from 1.6 are good additions. Like, hit reg is nice. Why am I hearing about CS Pro Mod for the first time? Did I miss something?
Terrorists win.
Yeah. You weren't here in 2008 and 2009 when this game was being developed. It's not made by Valve, it's fan-made. This was supposed to be a fan-made remake of CS 1.6 in the Source engine, kind of, sort of. And be very epically professional. Oh, they still think they can do the wallbang. Guys! Will you motherfuckers stop wallbanging? And if you want to know more of the lore and everything, I have a whole ass video about this game. So, don't even think about inquiring on the subject of what is this game. You can just go watch my video on it. Let's just play and have fun and discuss what we know. What Dust 2 so dusty? Yeah, it's actually it does actually look a lot more dustier than usual. Not necessarily a bad thing.
Terrorists win.
Do you think that CS has always been a competitive game from the beginning? Yes. I do. Actually, but not competitive in the sense of this game was CS 1.6, well, the original CS, was created with the intent of being an esport. Not like that. Oh, fuck, missed him. Not in that sense, but in the sense of the game being competitive in general. I mean, when you make a game where you put people against each other and there's a clear winner, that game will inherently be... The game will inherently be competitive. Peek again, bro. God damn, I'm so fucking bad with this shit, cuh. Fuck you mean, son? Oh. Oh! That hurt. Am I the only one alive? No. I have a friend. And they have one less persons. Peek me again. Ooh. Oh, that missed! Did I just see somebody? Am I Delulu? Oh, wait, how does he know? Is he hacking? Uh-oh. Oh, that's a duel if I've ever seen one. He got him. I think even games like Mario Party are competitive. Because people can play against each other with a clear winner. It's not exclusively against CPU. Or just the game being a challenge in of itself. So, it is inherently... CS is inherently competitive, but... that's what makes it fun. That's kind of the thing with games like this, where... It can be competitive, but... It has to be... Fuck you think you're doing? Uh-oh. Oh, no! Fuck. See, with games like CS, it's difficult to figure out because it has to be fun and competitive at the same time. It has to do both equally, because if it's too competitive, it's not fun. Because at the end of the day, it's still a video game. We play it for entertainment, for fun. But it's also competitive because you play against other players and there's a clear winner. So if it's not competitive, at least a little bit, it's not gonna last long. So it has to go in... it has to trend in both directions equally, but in the case of CS, as much as I would want CS to be more fun, focus more on casual game modes and stuff, the thing is, the competitive side is what brings in a lot of viewers and a lot of money. That's just how the industry works. It's an esport. It's established itself as a very high skill ceiling esport that's highly competitive, and that's what Valve is leaning on because that's what benefits this game the most. So yeah, CS2 in its current state, I would say even CSGO to a degree, but CSGO had a lot more fun game modes and stuff. It leans too much on the competitive side, but it's still successful. I mean, we can't really knock it, but this is the reason why CS Pro Mod failed. I mean, I can tie this back to CS Pro Mod, and it's the reason why this game failed is because Pro Mod tried to be exclusively esports. They didn't try to make a fun CS game, they just tried to focus heavily on what makes the game competitively viable. That they kind of forgot what makes a video game also fun. I can't see anything, can you stop? But yeah, even with CS2 in its current state, with how it's, I guess, more competitive than fun, but even playing the game as it is, the playing matchmaking, that is still fun, because it's still CS. Because if it was so focused on being an esport and the competitive side, then I don't think CS2 or CSGO would have 1 million players concurrent. I don't think the games would have gotten to this point. See, headshots are kind of inconsistent. These games wouldn't have been where they are at if it wasn't for at least some fun factor. Bah! Dude, I really wanted to see the guy in CT spawn. Where is he? He was just standing up. Oh, his body is gone. Did you guys see that? He was standing up for a while. So, my biggest hope is that eventually Valve start either bringing back the more casual game modes and putting in more maps into them, like, let's say, new maps and reworking old maps. I don't think they should bring back Danger Zone specifically, because that game mode proved it's not popular and people didn't like it. You know, just based on community feedback, I guess it wasn't the most popular. But if they make new game modes, if they bring in more new game modes, or maybe, what if they bring back, I have an idea. What if they bring back unranked and short matches? Please, if they bring those back, it would be so cool. Because that can create a casual environment where it's more about having fun. See, no ranks are at stake, and the match is short, so we don't get to play. It's kind of like casual, but I mean, casual has a lot of people and a lot of rules lifted, so just matchmaking, but unranked and short matches. I fucking loved short matches. Oh, you think you can... Oh, yeah. Blah, fuck. Oh, I dropped the bomb. I didn't know I had it in me. I'm sorry. Should have gone and planted. All I want is casual with no ranks. Yeah. Yeah. I hope they bring that back. Maybe some people can say that the new casual is the current competitive, where, you know, the regular competitive, where you can choose whatever map you want to play, not Premier. Like, Premier is for sweatbags. matchmaking is for people who want to have fun, but it still has ranks, so there's gonna be sweatbags in that too. So maybe unranked should come back. And short matches. I just want fucking short matches back, man. I know they reduced the rounds with MR12, but still. Imagine playing a matchmaking game that's 15 minutes long. That would be so great. Because you wouldn't have to dedicate so much of your time to a single MR12 experience. No, I'm sorry. DZ ain't coming back ever. I hope maybe I'm wrong, but my belief is that, and I've said this before, I think a million times at this point, but if Danger Zone, and I even said it in videos, but if Danger Zone, oh my god, if Danger Zone was to come back, it needs a lot of overhauls. It's gonna need changes, it's gonna need overhauls. They're gonna have to put in a lot of effort to make it better. Why is the bomb always in me, man? Oh, I hate that grenades hit you through walls. That's bullshit. That should have stayed in 1.6. Why is this... Wait, why is this empty? Hello? Site's empty. We have B all for ourselves. Oh! Fuck. I would just like to play more than the same 10 maps. Me too, man. I hope we get even more maps than before. Or at the very least, I hope for matchmaking, there's a better rotation, no, a quicker rotation of maps. Like, yeah, cool, we got Mills and Thera, which are nice additions to spice up the matchmaking map pool, but what if they change these two maps every month? There's a new two maps. I mean, they could bring back others, or maybe they could up it to 3 or 4. That would be nice. Or, even better... Oh, guys, I have an even better idea. They should bring back, putting in multiple maps, during operations. Oh, fuck! Who's shooting from pit? Ah! He wasn't in pit. I miss CSGO. Well, you have CSGO supremacy. Yeah, technically CSGO is gone, but just go to CSGO supremacy and you can enjoy it. I should stream it someday. I keep forgetting to do that. But yeah, CSGO supremacy is a cool community-driven project to sort of maintain CSGO in an online status. Kind of. I'm gonna go eco because I have no money. They should add DE Dust. There were screenshots of DE Dust. Oh, fuck. There were, like, leaked in the files screenshots of a Dust 1 rework, kind of, using the Dust 2 textures. But I think it's gonna be in Wingman, if anything. It's not Dust, it's gonna be Short Dust. Because DE Dust doesn't fucking work in a competitive setting. That map is very unbalanced. We already had everything in CSGO and they take it away from us. It's sad. Listen, I'm not excusing Valve in any capacity. I'm just thinking of things in a more realistic manner, but because there's no point in being emotional over it. Like, yeah, it sucks that so much was removed during the transition to CS2 because Valve didn't have the game finished, but they had to release it. It sucks. It sucks. And that CS2 itself is half-baked, even gameplay-wise. There's so much about it that's unfinished. Even today, even almost a year later, I would say CS2 is still kind of half-baked, unfinished. It's better than it was. Yeah, you think you can wallbang all day? You think you can do that all you want? See, I thought that was a CT. And the state of CS2 really sucks, and the fact that they are not putting in the elbow grease to update the game, bring back the content faster and quicker, and stabilize what's missing, that sucks too. But because this is Valve, there's quite literally nothing we can do about it. We can complain all we want, but this is Valve. You can try to boycott the game and not support them and not play it, but it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't hurt the company's bottom line. I can't see anything, man. I just fucking... Ah, this guy's a menace. But yeah, at the end of the day, they have Steam. If you don't play CS or neither of their games because you don't want to support them, what are you gonna do? Play another game? Yeah, but you're most likely gonna play it on Steam. So, you can't really make them do anything. We as a community cannot force Valve. Maybe in some fringe cases, like TF2, with the solving the bot crisis, maybe that boycott actually worked, you know. But there's a lot of pointers to say that this may have been also just pre-planned by Valve themselves. Ah! But maybe with TF2 it did work. But the thing with CS, specifically with CS, is that CS2 isn't offensively bad. And I've said this before too, but the state of the game isn't so bad that it's gonna cause people to not give them money, not open cases, and not play the game, because it's still holding on to 1 million players despite everything. And that statistic, if anything, is gonna tell the CS devs to not worry and not be in a rush to fix the game. It's still wrong. They should still, you know, up the ante and come out with updates faster and quicker, but they're not. I don't know why. Some people say that Deadlock and other games are diverting attention and resources. Maybe. We don't exactly know. Because none of that is particularly confirmable. I don't think CS is gonna die because Valve are now focusing on their new golden child, Deadlock. I personally don't believe that's the case. Wait, why do I have 99 bullets? Excuse me? I'm missing 1 bullet. Whatever. But yeah, it's bad, but judging by the statistics, all of our negative emotions are kind of invalid because, oh my god, it's not that bad. It's not insultingly bad. Because if you want to make a company make changes and fast and respond and do what you want, you gotta threaten their bottom line, which for any company and any business is their money. You gotta stop playing the game, stop giving them money. That's it. That's all you have to do. But CS is not in that much of a terrible state that something like that could work. So your option, and something that I do too, is just play other games. Fuck, missed it. See, I play way less CS2 than I would typically play. Ah, this is possible. Why do I keep having the bomb in my hands? Ah! Fuck heaven! I really wanted to go in and plant. God damn it. So yeah, in In CSGO, when there were more regular updates and operations, I would play like at least 10 hours a day of CSGO. Well, not 10 hours a day, but at least 10 hours a week I would put into CSGO. A lot of competitive games, casual game modes, playing with friends even sometimes. Back when I used to have friends and they used to play CS. But now, I only play CS2 to get my weekly drop and that's it. Opinions on SnapTap? Wait, I haven't been reading chat, I've been just yapping. My opinion on SnapTap is that it's fine. I don't think it's cheating. I think it all depends on what the developers of the games that have SnapTap think. And if Valve decides SnapTap is not good for the skill of the game and should be illegal, then yeah, goodbye to SnapTap. It's now illegal. And that's what happened. Nah, Bozo. Give me that famous. He doesn't even have bullets for it. What the fuck, bro? I have no fucking ammo, man. Fucking help me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's this M4 go? My mic is falling. You can't shift. You can't fucking shift on the ladder. Why?
Sector clear.
Is that an enemy with an op? Is that an enemy opper?
Terrorists win.
Die, monster. Okay, if we as a community kidnapped Valve devs' children... Okay, true but jokes. In the context of jokes. Does Valve have separate developing teams? I mean, I'm almost certain they do. For each of their games and projects, they would have different teams of people. And yeah, but I hate a lot of things about Valve. I don't want to glaze them because they do a lot of shitty things which I don't understand why they are doing it. It's like they are allergic to money sometimes. Because I vehemently believe if Valve updated frequently and provided content to TF2, as much content as other AAA multiplayer games are getting, I personally believe that TF2 has the potential to be played by millions. It could have 1 million players daily like CS and Dota. But it gets neglected, so it doesn't. Aha, it's time for you to die, motherfucker! Piece of shit! I'm going very aggressive. Give me that op. Fuck it, I'll play with op. I feel like playing with op. I need blood. Ah! There we go. Does pressing control real fast make you do a little jump in CS Pro Mod? Yeah, I think the Russian silent walk thing, the crouch spam, does work. But you don't spam control, you bind that to your scroll wheel, and just scroll the wheel. I should be able to sell the games I buy. I mean, not the ones digitally. That kind of doesn't make sense because you're not holding anything tangible. You're buying a license. Even though we won't have communication, we'll be able to... I mean, look... You decide how you want to enjoy your games, but the way I see it is, for me, it's less about ownership unless the game that you're buying is physical. Because otherwise, well, because otherwise nothing is really stopping me from buying. Let's say I buy Warcraft 1 and 2 on GOG, and then I put them, and then I burn them on a disc. Can I say, look, I own Warcraft 1 and 2 physically? I own my game. It's like, I mean, you own a disc. I mean, even if you buy a game on a disc, I have a Nintendo Switch. I can say, hey, I own Animal Crossing because I bought the official copy, but at this point, when anybody can just take the files of the software, put it onto a physical, does the whole thing about ownership really matter that much? In this context, I'm not talking ownership in general. I'm just talking about in the sense of physical games, because the physical game is just a disc with data in it, and I can get a disc and put data in it and say I own it. I didn't buy it, but hey, if I pirate a single player game, put it on a disc, can I say I own it? Does it really matter?
Stick together.
And yeah, I know that. Oh fucking! I need to reduce the audio a little bit. And to me, just with Steam, and I know that when you buy a game, you're basically just buying a license. But even if I lose the license, I can just download it for free via piracy. And so my whole personal reasoning and moral for buying games digitally is just to support the developer. That's how I think of it. If I want to own a game, I'll just burn it on a disc and yay, I own the game, I guess. I downloaded it and I burnt it on a disc. Now I own this video game. But I more so just buy them because it supports the developers. I know I'm buying a license and it's digital and I don't own it, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about just giving developers money, because even if I lose access to my license, or let's say the platform I bought the game on fucking dies, or even if, let's say, in a very fringe case, the game gets delisted off of Steam. Well, not just delisted off of Steam, completely removed off of Steam. Not even the people who bought it can play it. Like, it's just gone. Right? They took it away from you. Well, I see it as my money already went to the developer. Who do you think you are, bro? My money already went to support the developer because I like this product. I already financially supported them. And from here on, if I want to play the game, I'll just, I'm not gonna buy it again. I can just download it. I'll download it through other means. That's how I see it. Oh my god. Now, but the other side of ownership, that here's one thing I disagree that a lot of companies are trying to do when it comes to ownership and taking away ownership, is when a company dictates what you can do and what you cannot do with a game. If I bought the game, I should be able to do whatever I want with it. If I want it, of course, some things might be definitely punishable, but when I want to modify the game, change something about the game to improve my experience, but the developer says, no, you actually cannot do that, that's a violation of my ownership. That's like, well, I bought it and now I'm not allowed to do the things I want to do with it. That's why I think every game should be moddable. For some games it adds longevity, in other games it just might help. Because imagine if you cannot have add-ons on your web browser. That would be stupid. It's like, well, I can't change the UI, have an ad blocker, have all of these quality of life plugins to improve my experience. Now that's bullshit. I don't have money. Listen, I'm not saying that you should. If you don't have the money, that's on you. That's your decision. I'm not saying that you should support developers and everything else is immoral and unethical to do. Piracy should be illegal and all that. You play games however you want. Because, as Gabe has said, piracy isn't... What was the quote, actually? He said something about how piracy isn't an issue with affordability. It's more of an issue of accessibility. So, yeah, if you make games accessible and affordable, also a bit affordable, because it depends on countries, yeah. Yo, hello, HyperX. Thank you. Thank you for the 25 Rons. I don't know why my thing didn't beep out for the dono. Oh my god, don't tell me my shitty ass plugin setups don't fucking work. Thanks for the Romanian buckaroos. Oh my god, it's not working. Fuck me. Most people who pirate games are people in countries where the currency is much weaker. I mean, yeah, and when economically it doesn't work to just convert because it becomes expensive or even more expensive, it's unaffordable. So it's understandable why piracy exists in these countries. It almost becomes a necessity if you want to play video games. But for live service games, ownership becomes illegal. I mean, yeah, when if the companies want to have like complete and total control, but with live service games, I consider live service games, well, most live service games, they're kind of like, oh my god, there's so many mosquitoes on the roof. See, with live service games, the way I see it is, the way I see it with... Wait, have I disabled? Or do these just not work? Oh my god. HyperX, I'm sorry that your dono didn't appear, but I guess my stupid shit isn't fucking working. God damn it. God damn it. But yeah, with live service games, it's a little... I see it like this. You know how... For MMOs, people pay monthly subscriptions most of the time? Yeah. I feel like a lot of live service games, like CS2, where you pay 15 bucks for the game or 13 euro to have it. It's like a one-time fee to get access to the game. Now you have a license to play the game, to play and enjoy the game. Yeah, it's multiplayer. And if the multiplayer shuts down, then you lose your 15 bucks, basically. But look, I feel like all this stuff may eventually change, because in the grand scheme of things, look, I think all this stuff is subject to change and evolution. Like, to help people actually own their games in this digital era, the laws need to evolve. The laws and culture... Oh my god, that's a nasty-ass headshot. Ah, I'm dead. The laws and the culture need to change, and how these games are distributed. You know, a lot of things have to be set in place. But there needs to be time. There has to be, protests, petitions, new laws put in place so that companies can't just take away games and that they can give more ownership to the players. But this will all, I'm sure this is all going to happen in due time. But in due time, I mean like maybe 5-10 years, who knows? It's gonna be a while. Because this digital age that we live in is still, in the grand scheme of things, it's still very new. I would say only barely like in the past 10 years have we, as a society and as a collective race, globally started really accepting digital products. And now we are facing the issue that, okay, the products that we consume are digital, making them very convenient, so you don't have to carry them, you don't have to think about them. You can just put the music on your phone, put the games on your apps, and you can just carry them anywhere and just have the convenience to play them anywhere, anytime. See, that's great, but now we have the issue of, well, now that it's not a physical, tangible object, what about the ownership? Do you own these things? How do you own them? So yeah, there needs to be a lot of laws and things that need to change and evolve in a direction that can provide such positive change and bring back consumer confidence in terms of ownership, that when you buy something, even if it's digital... What the fuck? Okay. Even if it's digital, you have control over it. And you as a consumer having control is the key to ownership, kind of. And once we have all that, it's when we can when we can feel bitter about the things that we buy and own. So yeah, yippity yap yap, I know. That spare change from last night? You got so wasted. Oh, somebody's been partying. Okay, let me see. I feel really guilty about pirating indie games. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I guess it's your decision still. If I want to buy an indie game and I think $20 is too much, I just wait for a sale. I wait until it costs like $5 or $10 and then I buy it. For the record, I'm glad Valve's games simply stay on their own platform. They don't have to be greedy like other companies lacking the reason to remove games. I mean, this is what every game company that has its own store and launcher would want. I mean, you would want traffic of people. It's a business move. You want people to use Steam? Oh my god. You want people to use Steam? Well, get them to play your games. There's no point in CS being on other platforms because it's gonna defer all these systems in place and the Steam market and skins and all that. I'm so sorry for your loss. Holy shit, that was terrible. It's gonna detract from Steam, and that's not the point of Steam. I mean, if I had my own game and my own online store, I'm gonna want all my games and stuff, all my software to be in this store that I have made, because that will drive people to it. It drives the user base up of my platform. So that really does make sense. I got CS for free. You know, I got CSGO at an 80% discount, and I don't think the game has ever been at such a massive discount ever since. Oh, now we're playing Infierno. Look at this. Because I think with the popularity of the game, the best discounts that there have been for CSGO have been for like 50% off max. I don't think CSGO has ever sold for 80% off on Steam since 2015, 2016. Because I bought it in 2013 when the game really wasn't popular. So 80% discount made sense. Where do I put the extracted files? It's all in the guide. Just click on the guide. It says it right there. There's Steam apps. Yeah, just put both folders. Just drop them into your Steam apps folder, I think. I don't remember the guide, but it's right there. It's pinned. You can go check it out. Oh yeah, you just messaged that you didn't read it. All right. Is this Source Gold? No, it's Source. Dude, look at all these physics, man. Look at that ragdoll. That's physics. Ah, shit. That's physics as funk. Look at that. Of course it's Source. Why does this game confuse people on which engine it is? Yeah, something like making people pay, depend on their currency. Yeah, there should be for regional pricing a lot more consideration for the economical state of the country. But look, unfortunately, if I am based, let's say, in the US, and I make a game that cost me $100,000 to make, and I'm selling it for, let's say, $20, so I can make my money back from it, and the game is good, it sells well, but it's, you know, let's say it's also, no, let's say that, I think the thing is, the return for a purchase, because it doesn't really, business-wise, make sense to make your game dirt cheap for other countries. You know, for other countries, it may be okay, but if I'm selling a game for $20 and in Europe, or €20 in Europe, $20 in the US, and that's a good enough money flow, but if I then suddenly sell it for, I don't fucking know, 1,000 Argentinian bucks, which would be 1,000 ARS, which is the Argentinian currency, which is $20. Let's say hypothetically that's equivalent to $20 US. 1,000 ARS is going to be very expensive for Argentinians, and it has to be. I would have to change the price to match the standard of living in Argentina, which means that I'm probably going to have to sell my game for, let's say, a lot cheaper, like $5, or let's say $5 to be very simple and precise. I'm going to have to sell my game in Argentina for $5. That's not feasible. I'm going to have to sell 4 copies to make $20. That's not good. Business-wise, it's not a good decision. Maybe some developers do that. Maybe some developers reduce their prices so that they are affordable for other countries, but just business-wise for a lot of companies and developers, it doesn't make sense to sell a game, selling copies of their games at a loss to other countries, just because the economy in that country is fucked. Alright, you mongrels. Push me, banana. Come at me. Yeah. Yeah. Ah! I got on top of the box. Do you think zombie plague could ever become a thing in CS2 like it did in 1.6? I think zombie plague would be cool as a temporary event like Halloween. If they brought back some form of zombie plague in CS2 as a Halloween event, that would be fun. That would be cool. It used to be free, did you forget? No, it was never free. I mean, Prime status upgrade. When Danger Zone dropped, it was free, and Prime you get for leveling them. Oh, yes, actually, yeah. Prime, you could get Prime status for free if you get to level 21, I just remembered. Yeah. Yeah, that did basically make the game free. But, it didn't last. That change didn't last, because then people were abusing it, because for cheating purposes, just getting free Prime. And then they removed that. Yeah, I remember. Thanks for the reminder. Talking about Steam, no one remembers it anymore, but how Steam got popular. They forced hundreds of thousands of people to have Steam if they want to play CS. Basically, yes. And I can tell you from reading archives and just archives from internet forums whenever I've researched the topic, people fucking hated Steam. The concept of buying your games digitally didn't really fly very well with people. The general gaming community fucking hated Valve for that. Much worse was the fact that, oh, you want to buy the latest and greatest Half-Life 2? The greatest game in the universe? You want to buy it and play it? Get Steam. You gotta download. Steam was free. Always has been free. You put in the disc, and you get a code, and you put that code into Steam, and then you get to play Half-Life 2. You can't play it directly out of the disc. And that was a huge problem. I think it was a big problem for a lot of people that owned CS2 and Team Fortress and Half-Life. Well, actually, Half-Life, no. The first Half-Life, you can just play it out of the disc without updates, without updating it, without Steam. But the future versions of the original Half-Life were sold on Steam and worked only on Steam. It was an innovative concept, but the unfortunate part was that the gaming community at large didn't see it as innovative. They saw it as restrictive and taking away consumer rights by forcing everybody to go digital. But then over time it turned out, oh, actually he saved PC gaming by making it convenient to buy games. No, the issue about ownership still kind of stands. But Steam at large is still very beneficial to the gaming community. Oh god. It wasn't popular in the beginning. And it was originally kind of like the Blizzard launcher, Battle.net, where it was only for their own games, but then eventually they started opening up to working with other companies and putting their games. You can, if you want to see what it looked like, there's website archives of Steam. How did you get there? Oh, he's dead. Huzzah! I thought somebody would be peeking the box. Somebody hiding here? No. I was reading chat! Fuck. I've read that Rockstar removed the original GTA 3D trilogy from their own digital storefront to make room for the definitive. Yeah, but then they brought back. After Backlash, they brought it back, I think. I mean, yeah, the WAN service was kind of unnecessary at some point. They had to be removed. Well, they didn't really exclusively just remove WAN, because they bought WAN. I mean, Valve had the rights to World Opponent Network. They bought them out. And then they shut it down, and, just turned it into the general, you know, CS master server hosting thing that people can use to host their own community servers. I think that's how it went down. Well, as a permanent game mode in CS2, no, I don't think it would work. It would work long term. Because listen, the thing that made zombie mode great in CS 1.6 was partially no, a huge part of it actually was the fact that people can modify the game mode itself. So not every server was just running the exact same zombie plague on the exact same maps, because if the game mode was to be made official and permanent into CS, it would have to be, here's how it works, here's these 5 maps, that's it. And people would get tired of it. But what made it great and makes it great in 1.6 is that people can modify the plugins. People can put in hundreds of different maps on their servers. They can put in other plugins for ranks. They can customize the shops. It's these differences between servers and plugins and the general customizability that made Zombie Plague interesting. It kept interest up. But if it wasn't for that, and probably if it was just the same thing over and over again, it would be it's a cool novelty, but what the fuck? It would be a cool novelty that people would play, but then kind of forget about, and it would die out. But because of the customizability, and it managed to evolve and maintain, and I don't think that's how it's gonna work in 1.6. Oh, not in 1.6. I don't think that's how it would work in CS2 if it was permanent. Because that's how the game works. There needs to be some sort of skill ceiling. There needs to be some competitiveness for it to be fun. That's the balance we've been talking about before, right? That games in that CS is competitive. You know, they work with each other constantly. It's the constant of this franchise that it's competitive. It's competitive, and that's what makes it fun. And it's fun, and the fun is what makes it competitive. Oh shit! I thought he was hiding. Okay, we won. Give me Alba. I want to play Alba. People hate change, yeah, especially in CS. But that's because everything is so particularly skill-based that when you learn how to play Dust 2 and you go to a different map, like, how are you... it's gonna take time to adapt. And when you have way too many maps to adapt to, too many maps to learn, you can't really show off your skill or be good at playing a map, because your focus is constantly getting split between so many maps and game modes. That's the problem with CS. You can't have too much, because then nobody is gonna play it. I mean, it's not that big of an issue in it wasn't that big of an... Fuck, he blocked me! It wasn't that big of an issue in 1.6 because it's just community servers, and community servers always constantly just came and went. You had a server that's full one day, the next day it's empty. You had a game mode that would come up, and then next week it's dead. Fun fact, Ragdoll Kung Fu was the first non-Valve game to be distributed on Steam. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I really cannot tell if this is the Gold Source engine or the Source engine. Come on, it's Source! I didn't have to read to know this is Source, because just looking at the hands and the fidelity of the graphics, bruh, I mean, come on, all these textures and embossing are not possible. See, look at that level and emboss effect. It's not possible in Gold Source, unless it's the modified Gold Source in CSCZ. But don't give me that shit, okay? Come on, just push, you pussies. We can win this. Huzzah! Good. When I saw I got a plan, John, I already knew that's Red Dead Redemption.
Counter-terrorists win.
I got a plan, John. This is a good one. Alright, John, let's go fucking B. See, we got this, we got this. We are slam dunking on their faces. Oh! My face got slammed. Okay, how about I go to CT for a little bit? I think we are dominating. Actually, not really. I can't change. Fuck. There are parts of 1.6 that I miss in CS2. Wall bangs. No, well, wall bangs are bullshit. Listen, small wall bangs are fine. But, well, when the wall bangs start becoming really crazy, that's very abusable and not good long term for the game. It really is the duality of an existence of a game like CS, right? Because when you have a game such as CS 1.6, oh fuck! I ran into all this. When you have a game like CS 1.6 that's all community driven, all the servers, all the maps, all the game modes, that's cool. People have the freedom to do whatever they want. But then, the issue that arises from that is the game itself doesn't change, and then what you have is a stale title, and the only things that do change are the plugins of the servers that become increasingly more bullshit and pay to win, so that servers can survive. And that inadvertently changes people's perception, and it makes them quit. You know, that's an issue. But then the issue is that with CS2, okay, it has official support, it gets updated, and that's all fine and dandy, but people don't have as much freedom. And it does kind of suck because I feel like Valve could have given the community more freedom with the engine and modding the game, but they don't. As far as I know, a lot of things are kind of restricted. You can't modify the Source 2 engine as much as you can the Gold Source engine. You know, there's a lot of reasons for that. You know, and they're all intentional. Oh, fucking, you think you're so good with your stupid... Oh, but at the very least, community servers are still there. But if Valve started giving people back more freedom to mod the game, then community servers would be more alive. Because the option is there, ultimately, and there's still things you can do. There's a lot of hosters and game modes that you can find. Classic ones, some new ones, but it's mostly classic ones that we've all seen, like KZ and Surf, and Hide and Seek, stuff like that. Which is, to a degree, I don't get when people say, why don't we go back to the community server days? I mean, it's right there. They haven't gone anywhere. Valve didn't disable the ability to play on dedicated servers. Go ahead. You can host one on whatever maps you want and have a blast. But I think also people, instead of hosting servers, they just host private lobbies, because that's an option. It's part of the skill. Ultimately, I'm not sure about that. Like I said, a little bit of wallbang, yes. But the way wallbangs constantly get abused in pro matches is not good. Why can I not join? All right, we're on to train, everybody. Let's go play with the trains. No, it's not gonna... Oh my god! No, rounds aren't gonna end with people constantly wallbanging each other, but it would get to a point where it's gonna be unfair. There will be more tactics revolving around wallbangs than tactics of like peeking other players and actually shooting them. I think the community at large agrees, because the pro scene didn't complain when wallbangs were removed in CS Source or in CSGO. Because in the beginning, CSGO did have some issues with wallbangs that were pretty bad, and the pros complained, so they got patched out. Bye, Chino. Fuck! How did he not die? How much HP? 2. I really hope that's not 2 HP. Just realized watching this how much Classic Offensive looks like Pro Mod. They are very close. I mean, look, Classic Offensive is based on Global Offensive, and Global Offensive is based on a modified Source engine, so ultimately the engine is the same, so of course they're gonna look very, very similar. It's kind of natural. HyperX, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm so sorry that your dono didn't appear. I appreciate it, but for some reason my links and setups don't work. Could be fun to run Classic Offensive. Let's wait until it releases. I know it's been way too long of a wait for Classic Offensive to release. It's been an excruciating time just waiting and waiting and waiting. What has it been? Basically a year or two since kind of the game looks like it's towards completion, but it doesn't release. They even have a Steam page which is hidden. I think I saw Zool once posted about the Steam page for Classic Offensive, and it's kind of hidden, but it's there. And what they've shown looks pretty complete. I don't know what's taking so long. I'm not following the devlogs. I did contribute to their Patreon for a little bit, but I think we should just wait until it releases, even if it's not this year. Would be very unfortunate if it doesn't release this year, but what can you do? And the builds that are available publicly are too old at this point, so it wouldn't exactly work for us to host an event on Classic Offensive. At least as far as I know, the only public version of Classic Offensive you can download and play is from 2018, and you can't headshot. Like, it's very jank and very early build-esque. Nah, fuck. Yeah, Yassine, I'm sorry your messages got deleted, but don't post too many emotes. Oh, you just fucking... You had to ruin everything now, didn't you? I can still view your message, don't worry. Bro, you love CS games? Yes. I do, because they are good video games. And it's probably also circumstantial, because as a kid I used to watch my cousin play CS, and once he gave me a try, I was hooked. Yeah, but wallbangs are just a little bit too exploitative. So CS would become a game of exploits and not skill. I just think the esports scene would complain a lot if wallbangs are a thing. to such an extensive degree as people want them to be, like they were in 1.6. So I think the small amount of wallbangs we have in CS2 is completely fine. Fucking! I should have went the other way. Is this Source Engine? Oh my god, it is Source Engine, come on! Is it really that hard to figure out when you look at the when you look at these fucking ragdolls? Does it look like Unreal Engine or Havoc Engine? That's pretty good for a beta. For a fucking beta. This guy killed himself. What an idiot. I praised him enough for that. Yeah, should I refund him? Ah! Ah! Should I repay him by giving him $5? Hyper ikis. The maps do look pretty good though. I still kind of stand by my opinion that this is kind of how CS source maps should have looked like. Just not exactly the same, but just less clutter. More visually distinctive and less clutter. Now, should they have been 100% copy-pasted layouts from 1.6? Maybe not, maybe not. I don't disagree with the changes CS Source imposed on certain maps. They needed it. I mean, I don't remember Fall Guys or Among Us trying to be an esport. Mario Party ain't no esport. But what the fuck, he had an op? But yeah, a lot of multiplayer games are trying to be esports because it's what's proven as a formula for a successful business. Just make a game that can run on any PC. Most likely also make it free to play so anybody can buy into it. And then just put microtransactions, make an esports scene, and print money. If you have a multiplayer game that's competitive, having an esports scene is kind of integral for the longevity of a lot of multiplayer games, because without it, a lot of people kind of won't really have an incentive to play and do better. But if you can capitalize on that and give them a reason to buy, hey, what if you could make money by competing? It's just the natural circumstances of a multiplayer game that has some skill ceiling. Because even if a game like Fortnite didn't have an esports scene, it wouldn't maintain that many players. Because then people wouldn't really have interest in playing it in multiplayer. If there was no skill ceiling or no drive to show your skill. But there are competitive games that don't have esports, but they just keep things competitive, but, you know, a lot more casual, and there's no focus. There are a lot of companies that think they can make the next big esports title, because the few titles that have become very popular esports are money printers. You think you could just camp here, motherfucker? Did I just pick up bullets? Cool. Yeah, it does suck when a game starts really focusing on its esports scene rather than the casual player base. See, Fortnite does it well. Fortnite provides a lot of replayability for casuals, but there's also opportunities for those that kind of that want to go pro. Now, a game that didn't do it very well is Overwatch. Overwatch focused way too much on the pro scene, that it deterred from the fun of the game in general. They forgot what makes a fun game and are just started really focusing on competitive pro scene, esports. You know, like that one, ooh. Oh, pff. He recovered from that. Like that one Eric Andre bit. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, my brain farted. Like that one Eric Andre bit where he says nightmare, but instead it's just esports. Because everybody wants a piece of that pie, but nobody knows how to actually make it work. As always, corporations that care about money and maximizing profits are gonna chase money. You fucking garbage pail ass! Fuck. Let them sink. Let them lose money if they want to make bullshit that nobody wants. That's on them. Ultimately, the people and the consumers are gonna speak with their wallets. If a game is ass, no matter how much it gets pushed as an esport, as a game that everybody should buy and invest their time in, the consumer is not gonna care if it sucks. Or if the developer starts having the wrong idea and focuses on the wrong side of things, that's also gonna lead to a bad product that people will abandon and not play. That's always how it works. CS2 cases open, like gambling addiction. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the negative side of CS2 and CSGO, is the gambling aspect with the skins. Maybe if at the very least the case wasn't like a roulette, it would have been better. Because, come on, there's tons of other ways kids can gamble in real life, but because it's not specifically in money, like in a casino, but it's more in objects that might have tangible value, like let's say TCGs, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, booster packs, that's gambling. Because you spend money for a chance to obtain items that are valuable. It doesn't have to be specifically money-wise, they have to have value, but there's other kinds of value, and there's that chase, which to me makes it gambling, basically. And there's other items too, like blind bags, where there's rare figures you can get. You guys should know about blind bags. You know, though those things are chance-based, it's lottery-based, it's the same. CS is, and I think CS and TF2 are in that same ballpark because they offer items that are rare and look cool and people would want, but whether they cost any real money, I can't fucking see. Whether they cost real money, well, at least according to Valve, and this is the same every other company does, including Magic the Gathering, Konami, and all these TCGs and blind bags, they never really say that, yes, this costs this much money. Because that would put they would acknowledge monetary value, and that could really start classifying them as actual gambling. But when they keep things at, no, these are tangible items that are rare, it kind of skirts the law. It goes into that gray area where it's like, yes, we are inciting gambling into children, but they're not exactly making money. These items don't cost anything. I think there was actually in the TOS for Steam or or the user agreement for CS, I don't know where, but I think there somewhere in the Steam TOS, Valve states that all of the items in the Steam market by any of their games cost $0 real-life dollars. That they don't cost anything. They are purely virtual cosmetics in a virtual setting and have no tangible value. That's not true because there's the Steam market doesn't count because it's an internal market. You can't cash out your Steam bucks. It's like monopoly money in their eyes. But they have to pretend the third-party markets don't exist where people can actually cash out their skins. My TF2 filled with hackers and no content and very much still alive. I wouldn't say it's that alive, because it does, on the surface it does look like, yes, 80,000 players, that's pretty fucking good, but in reality the player base might be, well, fuck, way lower than 80k, because if we exclude hackers, which let's say they've been cleaned up, and the hackers never really posed, they never really took up that many player numbers. I remember watching that video by Zesty Jesus where he showed all the statistics and whatnot. Fuck. He showed all the statistics for TF2 and kind of broke it all down. And I think he was pretty correct in assuming that, and this is still kind of an assumption, assuming that like maybe 10% of the player base are cheaters, and then the rest of it, a small part of it are actual players playing the game, but a very big part of it are, let's say, how do I put it, item farming. Yes, bots item farming. So the player base in TF2, conversely in CS2 and Dota 2, there is a portion of the player base that are just bots farming items, but more so in TF2 because they're not regulated as much. They don't get banned as often, and you can also run TF2 in text mode and still get drops. If you want to get drops in CS, you have to rank up, and that means investing in playtime. But in TF2, you can just sit in the main menu and you'll get drops. And bundled with the fact that you can run the game in text mode, making it even easier to play the game, or, you know, kind of to have the game running, you can just launch, and the game is free, completely free to get drops. You can quite literally just launch 20 copies of TF2 on a single computer and let that run, and then collect the rewards. Collect the cases, the weapon drops, the case drops. Oh, hola chino, ¿qué tal? Pendejo fila de puta! Carajo! Who's that? Who's that that's hiding in spawn? I'm done with you fuckers! You think you're smarter than me? You think I didn't see you? Bunch of piss-ass losers. Oh. Where are they? You should try CS2 Zombie Escape. There are plenty and large community about it. Is there? I feel like last time I checked, I only found a bunch of empty servers that are probably only full at specific times. Oh! Maybe I should check it out. I remember when esports, it was not popular. Nowadays, everyone want to be a pro player. Yeah, the same way everyone wants to be an influencer, because on the surface it seems so easy. You just play video games and upload, record yourself and then upload it to YouTube. Boom, success. But a lot of people don't really realize that it takes a lot more effort to not just do it, but also make it profitable. Because with esports, a lot of, I guess, athletes don't make enough money to make a living off of this. Yeah. If you want to make a living off of esports, you have to be... First, you have to be playing a very popular game that has a lot of money into it. And second, you have to be signed up with a popular enough team that can pay you a living salary to fucking jam CS2 every single day and constantly go to tournaments. It takes a lot. I remember... I fucking read that. Fuck! Valve didn't buff or nerf any character. But that's the cool thing about TF2 is that all the characters play like rock, paper, scissors, or like rock, paper, scissors, where they all have strengths and weaknesses, but on top of that, there's different builds you can have. It's great! Just a shame that the entire structure of TF2 kind of relies a lot on the game's content. Now, you can play it as it is, but if you put 500 hours in an upward, it's gonna get tiresome at some point, playing the same maps with the same weapons. See, the thing that makes TF2 interesting is getting new weapons, having new builds, new maps to play. Okay, it does get maps, but a game like that requires more content, like game modes and hats to fuel the economy and other items. Fuck. Okay, now this is CS Lite. Why you insult me in Brazilian? I did that just to scare you, Chino. You know I don't mean it. Alright. Some people pay money to get hacks in CS2. Is that real? Yes. It's completely real. That's why hacks exist. Because the people making them can sell them. If there was no money in hacking, cheating wouldn't be as prominent. But the developers of cheats spend a lot of time developing them and making sure they're not detectable or whatnot is because they are just trying to make money. And they do make money out of it. I've never spent a single dollar on CS cases and proud of it. Any game of chance of gambling is haram. I'm assuming you have a lot of morals and ethics born out of your religion that prevent you. Anyway, this is all fun and all, but I think my time is up. We had our fun with CS Pro Mod. We get the point. I think we've had enough. Wait, why does it say bet? Well, I just realized the A is missing. The A is kind of malfunctioning. Anyway, server is gonna be running for a while more, so don't worry. It's gonna be here. It's not gonna shut down the moment I stop streaming. So if anybody wants to try it, the guide is still there. You can go to my community post. And yeah, still play for whatever it's worth. Being a YouTuber is pretty hard if you aren't giving into a system, especially if you got character, but that depends on the audience. It's still hard. Yeah, see, with YouTube, you do have to play kind of the algorithm game to a degree. Because yes, you want to make the content that's fun, that you find interesting, but if nobody's watching, then it loses its point. But how do you figure out what's interesting to watch? It's difficult. So a lot of people sometimes bet on trends and following what has been confirmed to be popular and good. Yeah, that's just how this game works. But even so, to make it into YouTube, it takes a lot. Well, make it as in, let's say you want this to be your full-time job. Oh, it takes a lot. Oh, it takes a lot. Because you would not only have to diversify your income by doing things like streaming, merchandise, sponsors, you also have to have enough views to be able to maintain finances at the very least. That's not easy. That's not easy. Anyway, making people cry with 260 ms is fun too. It doesn't get old, doesn't it? Anyway, Pro Mod, cool game. Too bad, so sad that they fucked up and the game fell off. And then they had to cancel the project. But yeah, maybe it would have been different and better if it was finished. But such it is. That project ended, and so does this stream end too. It was fun. It was great. Thanks, Chow, as always, for hosting. Yeah, give Chow money. Don't give me anything. I'll make it on my own. Okay? So, I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go have a nice rest of my Sunday, and I hope you guys do too. I'll see you with more streams and shit. Don't you worry. More events and stuff coming up as always. But, yeah. Yeah, Half-Life 3 may be real. May be real. It could be the sequel, but nothing is confirmed. All we know is that it's Half-Life related. That much is confirmed. But if it turns out to be a Half-Life multiplayer MOBA, a MOBA set in the Half-Life universe, it's gonna be hilarious. How mad everybody is gonna be. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Valve are gonna be spending this much effort into making games that deviate from what they usually do and diversify their genres. At this point, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Well, I'll see you around, guys. I got nothing else to say. Take care. Bye!